helping dogs to stop pulling on a lead, giving you the reasons and the considerations you need to take before you start your training, and also how to educate your dogs to walk with you. So this is my series of why does my dog do that? Now, what are the reasons our dogs pull on leads? Well, we put them on a lead probably very too soon when they're a puppy, and puppies will naturally follow us, but we put them on a lead and they learn to pull very, very quickly. There might be more exciting things that they want to go and do. They might go and see their friends in the park, or want to go and say hello to people who are going to give them treats. So they're pulling away from you all the time. They're the anxious dogs who hug the wall and are sniffing and sort of trying to forget everything else going on around them. There's the dogs who've really got no mind-to-mind connection with you. It's literally you're going for a walk, you put them on the lead and off they go, and they're just trying to get to the park as quickly as possible so they can be off lead and do as they wish. Now, there are many dogs that walk really well on the lead, but then when there's a distraction or their nemesis appears from around the corner, they're pulling and lunging. Dogs who are great off lead may not be great on lead. This is because they've got the option to use the 4 Fs: flee, freeze, fiddle about and fight, which most dogs don't want to do. They don't want to sort of get damaged at all, but they're free to be able to exhibit natural canine behaviours and keep themselves safe. So this is what we need to do as their guardian, so your dog can look to you and go, oh, you're going to do the right thing by me. You understand what's going on. Considerations you need to take before taking your dog for a walk on lead: their age, their ability to concentrate, and it's always best to try and fit all this naturally into your world, taking away the pressure to perform the task immediately. It takes time for every single individual to click on, depending what else is in their mind. So really important for you to be calm, you to be prepared, be so very patient, keep lessons short and sweet, with very little expectation. Work with the dog you have right now rather than the dog you're dreaming of in the future. So how do we do this? Now, if you've got a really bouncy adolescent that every time you get the lead out, or you put your boots on, or you put your coat on, you've got this dog pinging off the walls going, oh yeah, the first thing we really need to do is desensitise to all these triggers. So you pick the lead up and you put it down. You don't give your dog eye contact, you don't talk to them. They need to learn some self-control, and the only way to do this is not follow action B with action A, or action A with action B. So just because you got the lead out, and I suggest you just have the lead out all during the day, and you put your coat on and sit down and have a coffee. You get the lead out, you put it round your neck, don't involve the dog. Your dog has, with all these triggers, your dog has got to go, oh, nothing special's happening, just because you put on or picked up a certain item. Yes, we want them excited to go out, but we also want their brains in gear. If their brains aren't in gear from the get-go, you're not going to get anywhere. Please do not feel guilty about not taking your dog for the road walk on a lead anytime soon. Go to places where you can put them in the car, they can have a jolly good old run around, and you can do short and sweet sessions on a long line or a short line at the beginning of the walk and the end of the walk. Also, it's really good to learn to get your dog to follow you off lead. Now, you can do this at home, in the house, in the garden if you're lucky enough to have one, but also low stimulus areas. Now, if you are going out and about, do ensure your dog is on a long line. Because it's important for you to get your body language right, for you to be the inspiration for your dog to want to follow you. Now, puppies follow us naturally, and if we start as we mean to go on, without the pressure of going to all these big classes, there's lots of dogs, going to the park and trying to do it there, or going out the front where they haven't seen cars and people, and you're going to end up with a dog who is pulling. Be inspiring, you know, walk away, call your dog to you. Even if you're backing away, that's fantastic, because your dog needs your eye contact. Your dog needs your encouragement. Yes, a good dog, what a good dog. And you might have to bend down, get down to their level a bit more. You know, be in tune with them, be connected that much more at their height. Yeah, very difficult, okay, if you've got a tiny little dog, but you can bend down and you can, you know, encourage that way. So be supple in your movement. Anybody demanding attention and come here now, and standing up straight, the dog is not a very welcoming pose. Your voice is all wrong, your body language is all wrong, and your dog's going to go, ooh, I don't want to go there. Think about how you would respond to someone if they say, hey, come over here. You know, if it's all, hey, come over here, you're going to be more willing to actually follow them and follow their movement. You know, I've got something exciting for you. Hey, come and listen to this. Come and do this. Now, walking with you and following you is actually an extension of recall. So, and with all this, you can do this in really low-key environment. You can start this at home. So when your dog is all relaxed, call them to you. What a good dog. A nice, gentle stroke. They come right to you. Take a few steps away. Hey, good dog. You've got your dog following you. So your recall has turned into a bit of follow me. And yes, you'll be walking backwards, sideways at the moment, because the dog needs your face, your facial expression, your eye contact, and you know, your really supple and kind movements. So it's really important, not only for the how you move with your dog, but also it's the stopping that's so important. So you know your dog is actually connected mind for mind. They've got an ear out, they've got an eye out, they've got their mind out for you. So for you just to literally, I like starting with the hokey cokey. I just pop the dog on the lead, they're nice and calm. One step forward, doesn't mean to say we're going forward right now. So one step forward, one step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Just taking it really, really slow at the moment. And literally, if you can do this just literally for a minute, because learning anything new, both for you and your dog, is stressful. It's difficult to change habits. So slow but sure actually wins the race in the end. So yeah, when you do go out and about, go to a place, a lane or an old road or something where you can concentrate. And it's really important, especially if you've got a big sniffer, to go sort of off grass. And you can stop and you can zigzag and you can backwards and forwards, because it's not the distance in miles you go. You can still go miles, but within in a small space. I'm not saying don't let your dog sniff, but what we're trying to teach your dogs is that you can walk to A to B in safety, a bit like holding your child's hand when you walk to the park. We need to be able to get there in safety, and when we get to the park or the woods or fields or what have you, then that's the time they can have their sniffy time, their play time, but for them to be able to relax and do the walking on a short lead takes time. And many dogs start far better if they're on a long line or not on a lead at all. So you're doing the recall, and when they're coming back, taking a few paces back, good dog. A few paces back, good dog. Go and find a toy, they bring one back, a few paces back. So you're incorporating education with play, and we all learn better through play. So let's nip it in the bud early, and get your dogs on track. But hey, you know, if you've got a massive puller and they're an adult dog now, you know, you can teach an old dog new tricks, because, you know, we're all open to education, even us oldies over 50s. We can all learn. It takes a while to kick out the bad habits and bring in the new habits, but the more consistent you are with your approach, and key is consistency, the better place you are. and be patient and kind. It'll happen in your dog's time and your ability to give them the education and the guidance that they so need.